I did solving simultaneous equations, one linear, one quadratic. I'm going to do, and I think you have 2 examples down your notes, do you? Yeah. Right, okay. So I'm going to do a third example because I'm presuming you've forgotten everything from a week ago. And then I might leave you off to do a couple. Right, okay, so example 3. Simultaneous equations, one linear, one quadratic. You've it written in your notes since the Friday before the midterm. Right, okay, so I did example 1 and 2, is that correct? Yeah. Right, so I'm doing example 3. Now, will someone keep an eye on me that I don't write down the same sum?
Are you recording?
Yes. Right, okay, does anyone, did I write this one down? X plus y equals 3. And x squared plus y squared equals 17. Is that any of the examples I did? No. Right?
Can you call for it?
Yeah, sorry. You know, it's actually magnified. So. Right? Okay, so step 1, girls. You start with the linear equation. So which one is the linear equation? Yeah, x plus y equals 3, right? Linear means there's no squared in it, right? Okay, quadratic means there's a square term, right? So I rearrange, so I have x equal to everything else or y equal to everything else. Now in this example, it doesn't matter which one I choose. So which one, what'll I do? X is equal to what? 3 minus y. Okay, so that's step 1. Okay, step 2, I move on to my quadratic equation, which is x squared plus y squared equals 17. This time, instead of the x, what do I put in? 3 minus y. So instead of that x, I'm writing a 3 minus y. So it was x to be squared, now it's 3 minus y to be squared. Then I have plus y squared equals 17. So I still have x squared plus y squared equals 17, right? So now I have to do 3 minus y to be squared. Guys, 3 minus y to be squared. What does that mean? It means 3 minus y multiplied by 3 minus y. Isn't that what 3 minus y to be squared means? It means multiply it by itself, right? Plus y squared equals 17. So to square out your brackets, you split up the first bracket, write the second bracket down twice. So 3 times the second bracket, then the rest of the first bracket is minus y times the second bracket, 3 minus y. And then I have a plus y squared equals 17. So multiplying out there, I get 9 minus 3y minus 3y, minus by a minus is a plus, y by y is y squared. Yeah. Push it up. Have I cut anyone off? If I take that away, is that okay? Yeah. Right, okay. So, sorry, I squared out the bracket, so 3 3 is 9, 3 by y is 3y, minus y by 3 is minus 3y, minus y by minus y is plus y squared. Then I have a plus y squared, and while I'm at it, I'm going to bring the 17 over where everything else is as well. So 17 comes over the wall, it becomes a minus 17 equals, there isn't a thing left over there. So now I tidy it up and I put my y squared term first. So my y squared, so I have y squared and y squared. What does that make? 2y squared. Then I'm going to put my y terms together. Minus 3y, what will that give me? Minus 6y. And then I have 9 minus 17. 9 minus 17? Minus 8. equals 0. Now, now I have to factorize, do my two sets of brackets. But what do I notice about each term here? They all divide by 2. So if I divide it by 2, girls, I make finding my factors easier. If I don't divide it by 2, I still get the exact same answer. So you can go straight into the minus b formula from there if you wish, right? But if I divide everything by 2, it'll make life easier for me because I'm going to do the two sets of brackets. But if you prefer the minus b formula, go straight to the minus b formula there, right? So the 2's cancel, you get y squared. Here I have 6 divided by 2 is 3y. And here I have 8 divided by 2 is 4. I didn't bother, I should have written that over the 2 just for completion, but it's 0. Okay, so now I do my two sets of brackets. So I have y and y. Now I want factors of 4 that subtract to give me 3. So what will I use? 4 and 1. And make one a minus and one a plus and check your answer. So check your answer. On the inside I have minus 4y. On the outside I have plus 1y. Put those together, I get minus 3y, which is my middle term, so which means these are my factors. Okay? But remember they asked me to solve. So to solve, I let each bracket equal 0. So you get y minus 4 equals 0, and you get y plus 1 equals 0. So solving then, leave your y, bring over your minus 4, you get plus 4, bring over your plus 1, you get minus 1. So I have two answers for y. So what do I need to find now? The last step, step 3. So for each answer for y, what have I to find a matching x, don't I? So when y is 4, I need to find out what x is. When y is minus 1, I need to find out what x is. So you go back up to your linear equation, and it's here 3 minus y. So everywhere I see a y, put in a 4. So x is equal to 3 minus 4, so that means x is equal to minus 1. And so that's one set of answers. So when x is minus 1, y is 4. That's one set of answers. And then over here, x is equal to 3 minus y. So x is equal to 3 minus 1. So the first minus is there, the second minus is part of y. So that's plus y. So that means x is equal to 4. So when x is equal to 4, y was equal to minus 1. That's my second set of answers. Now, you may have noticed, girls, in all the examples I'd say we've done, that they're just the other way around. Like x is minus 1 here, over here y is minus 1. X is 4, y is 4. That's just a coincidence. That isn't always the case. Okay? So, yeah, move it up a bit. X is equal to 3 minus y. I went back up to step 1, and that was step 1.
So
right.
can you just do that in step 3?
Yeah, you go back to, so step 1, use the linear equation. Step 3, you use the linear equation. Right? I don't know who's asked me the questions because these mess, I don't know who's speaking. Huh?
How does that go with step 2 though? Like what?
Because, you know, in step 1, you used x was 3 minus y. You fill that in step 2.
Yeah.
So you've used step 1 to do step 2. And then you use the answers from step 2 to do step 3. You know, so they're all tied in. Use the answer, you fill in the answer from step 1 into step 2. Then you solve, and then you use the answers in step 2 to do step 3. You know, so they all follow on to each other.
Yeah.
Right, yes. Yes. Right. I'm going to ask you to do one. So, can I see what examples, because I've forgotten myself. What were the other examples? Example 1, what equations did I use?
X squared plus y squared equals 5.
Right, and just tell me example 2 then.
X
Right, okay. Um, right, will you do, it's number 7 in the book, but I'll write it down for you. So here's what I want you to do. Get as far as you can with this one. X squared plus y squared equals 9, and x plus y equals 3. Okay, so get as far as you can with that one.
Miss, could you write up the minus b formula?
Yeah, write up the minus b formula, Will. Will someone look out the window and see if that's my car? My car is nearest. My car is that blue one there with the big white hunk of yoke on top of it. There's no flashing lights. Yeah, it's not me, so.
In step 2, I got 6y squared minus 6y plus 0.
Yeah, so you just take out what's common there, do you know? So you would have got step 1. What was it? X plus y equals 3. And you got, did you write x is equal to 3 minus y?
Yeah.
Right, step 2. What was it? Quadratic again. X squared plus y squared equals 9. So that's 3 minus y squared.
Why is it 3 minus 4?
Because x plus y equals 3, so you bring over the plus y, it becomes a minus y. So we get 3 minus y times 3 minus y plus y squared equals 9. And then when you multiply out, I'm not saying you got the wrong answer. I'm just saying for everyone else, I just want to have the sum written down. So when you tidy this up, you get 2y squared minus 6y, and there's no number. Agreed?
How do you do the minus b so it's not?
You can't. Well, you could make c 0,
I did.
right? Or the easiest way to do this, girls, is take out what's common. What's common out of 2y squared and 6y? 2y. What's left? Y minus 3 equals 0. And then remember, these are the simple ones, but it's the ones people remember. You know the way you let each bracket equal 0? The first bracket is the 2y equals 0, and the second bracket is y minus 3 equals 0. So here you divide across by 2, and you get y is equal to 0. And here you get y is equal to 3. You could use the minus b formula where a is 2, b is minus 6, and c is 0. But it's a lot of hassle for a very quick step.
I did the minus b, but it said there was an error.
Did you make b minus 6 as opposed to 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should work.
I just did it again.
Yeah, so it's like a is 2, b is minus 6, c is 0. So it's minus 6 plus minus the square root of minus 6 to be squared minus 4 times a is 2 and c is 0. You know, when you put in the minus 6, make sure you put it in brackets.
Yeah.
Right? So that would be all over 2 times a, which is 2 times.
It's still saying I got an error.
Do you want to bring it up to me? Don't cancel it off there, and I'll have a look at it. No. You've no squared. It's minus b. See, it's minus b squared. So you know it's minus 6 to be squared over the 6. This should be squared.
Oh, minus b. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Sorry?
After you get to like 2y minus 6y equals 0.
Yeah. Take out what's common.
Yeah, well, I don't get what you guys off.
You know the way when you do the 2 sets of brackets, you let each bracket equal 0. Well, this counts as it's let each bracket equal 0, but this on its own at the front counts as the first bracket. So you let 2y equal 0, you let y minus 3 equal 0. So you end up with y is 0, y is 3.
Yeah, well, it's very good.
Okay, I might slowly go off my head here. I'd say that's a form of torture, is it? Right, and for each y you have to get a corresponding x. So you go back up to x is equal to 3 minus y. So that's x is equal to 3 minus 0. So that means x equals 3. And x is equal to 3 minus 3. So that means x is 0. So when x is 3, y is 0. When x is 0, y was 3. Did we get it? Did we nearly get it? As in, did we get a long way down? Yeah, wait now, I'll just put this back up like so. Just the end part of it, right? Okay. Did everyone get as far as 2y squared minus 6y equals 0?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's excellent. That's the hardest bit done. Right? Okay. So I think from there, this is confusing you. So do the minus b formula. Okay? The next bit confuses people. So use the minus b formula where a is 2, the number in front of y squared. B is minus 6. And c is the number on its own. There is no number on its own, so c is 0.
But then you know when you get like, you have like two answers.
Yeah.
What
So-
do you use both answers for?
When you do all that, it'll be 6 all over 4. So one answer is 6 plus 6 all over 4, and the other answer is 6 minus 6 all over 4. So that would be 3 and that would be 0. And remember, you're solving for y, so that means y is 3 and y is 0. Is that right? And then you get matching x's. So back to step 3. Okay, girls, right. I want you to look at this one. Can I rub this off? Right. Number 3 is this. So the quadratic is x squared plus y squared equals 18. Right? I'm going to give you this one for homework now, but I'm going to start it off for you because it's actually easier. The second one is x minus y equals 0. So if you take this linear equation, so step 1, rearrange it. So what's step 1? What's the answer to step 1? X equals y. Isn't that it? So everywhere I see an x, so x squared plus y squared equals 18. So instead of x, what am I going to write? Y. So that's y squared plus y squared equals 18. So that's 2y squared equals 18. So that's 2y squared minus 18 equals 0. What do I notice? Everything divides by what? 2. So that'll give me y squared minus 9 equals 0. Now, how am I going to factorize that? If the y term in the middle is missing, isn't it? So I could use the minus b formula, couldn't I? And what could I make? What's a equal to? 1. What's b equal to? 0. What's c equal to? Minus 9. So a is 1, b isn't there, so it's 0, and c is minus 9. Or you could say, oh, that's the difference of, if I've just two terms, that's the difference of what? 2 squares. So that's y to be squared, take away 3 to be squared, isn't it? Okay, so that's 2 sets of brackets, y and y, 3 and 3, a plus and a minus. That's the rules, isn't it? And then you let each bracket equal 0. So you go y plus 3 equals 0. And y minus 3 equals 0. So you end up with y is equal to minus 3 and y is equal to plus 3. And then for each y you have to get a what? A matching x. And look what I'm going to do now, because that's going to be some of your homework, right? Okay, so if you got a lot down, hey, if you didn't, you're supposed to do it yourself. Okay, number 4. Can we just look at number 4, please? So it's y equals x squared and y equals 3 minus 2x. What'll I do with that? Which one's the quadratic first? The first one. So this is the linear one. What's the story with the linear one? Do I have to rearrange it? No, it's done already, isn't it? Right? So you go back up, you're straight on to step 2, which is everywhere I see a y, what am I going to write in? So instead of that, 3 minus 2x.
Excuse me, please, me and to reception.
What am I going to do there? How am I going to solve that? I need to rearrange it so I have the x squared first, then the x term, then the number. So bring over the x squared term. What have you got? Minus x squared. Then I want the x term. Minus 2x. And then I want the number. Plus 3. and there isn't a thing left over there, so there isn't, equals 0. Right? Before I do my two sets of brackets there, I can't do my two sets of brackets with a negative x squared. So what I do here? Change all the signs. So change that to x squared plus 2x minus 3 equals 0. Then I can do my minus b formula, or I can do my two sets of brackets, whichever you find easier. Okay? Right, that's number 4, which I'm giving you for homework as well. How about number 5? I want you to look at number 5. So number 5 is x squared plus y squared equals 20. Right, and the second one is x minus 2y equals 0. Right, this is the linear equation here. Step 1, what is step 1? Do step 1. What is it? X is equal to what? Plus 2y. So everywhere I see an x into the other one, x squared plus y squared equals 20. Everywhere I see an x, what do I have to put in? 2y. So it's 2y, 2b squared plus y squared equals 20. Now, what's 2y to b squared, girls? You have to square the number, square the letter. So what would that be? Square 2, 4y squared, isn't it? Plus y squared minus 20 equals 0. That's 5y squared minus 20 equals 0. Divide everything by 5 and you'll end up with y squared minus 4 equals 0. That's the difference of two squares, so factorize it. Let each bracket equal 0. Right? So that's 3, 4 and 5. 6 is straightforward. So, how am I going? Right? 7.
How is it between the two squares? Is it 1 and 5?
It's y squared minus, when 20 divided by 5 is 4, equals 0. So it's y to be squared, take away 2 to be squared. Right, okay. So I'm going to leave you one to try and figure out yourselves. So I want you to do page 75, numbers 3, 4, 5, 6 and 8. Okay? That's your homework, and you can start now. I'll put it up in Teams right now when I find my phone.